This is Gentlemen of the World. We're a club that gets together and we try Scotch. How it works is one person brings a new Scotch to the club and the others try it blind. We'll smell it, we'll taste it, talk about it. We'll make guesses on it, we'll rate it.
They all know. They've been listening.
Yeah,
Let's
you guys
move on.
know. Do I really need to do this?
Yes.
Again
Yeah,
and again
we've got
and
new
again
listeners.
and again? For all you new listeners in
Georgia.
India?
India. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
we're looking for. Yeah.
India. We're looking at you. So that's how it works, Indian people.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Also,
we're-
it just keeps getting better,
Yeah.
guys. This is
Start
really
over.
good.
Before we get into the weeds even more, I'm Justin.
I'm Vern.
I'm Chris.
I'm Dave.
I'm Evan.
Andrew.
And we're going to try to not butcher this Scotch like we butchered that intro.
I think it was great.
It was fun.
It was almost offensive.
No.
So,
Borderline.
A little lighter.
pale.
Back to the pale ale.
Yeah.
Paler ale.
Paler than the last
Right.
one of these we did.
Yeah, slightly lighter than the last one.
Yeah.
Pale amber, I guess.
Mm.
It's also encouraging people to listen
Or
to our
dark
previous podcasts so that they can know what lighter is and darker,
Mhm.
right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Medium amber.
Yeah, it's almost like
Andrew, you were the wordsmith last time.
it's like a black tea.
Ooh, that is good.
Oh, yeah,
That's
like
good.
a cold, viscous black
Yeah.
tea.
Andrew's
Great.
back. Andrew's back.
It's really like a Martinelli's. Maybe
I think it's a little
Yeah, it's a little darker.
Yeah,
It's a little
shad.
darker.
A shad darker than a
shad darker.
shad darker than a Martinelli.
Whew. Anybody smell it yet? Throw your nose in there.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Exactly.
That's hot and medicinal.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
getting a lot of fruit and
Yeah.
smoke.
Same.
Yeah.
Orange.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah. A lot of
Yeah.
sweetness.
surprise, guys. This
Oranges
is
in a
tang.
pan?
Gotcha.
This is straight up-
Alcoholic tang, finally.
This is apple juice mixed with scotch. Moonshine and tang. Is that what you did to us?
Yeah, you're welcome.
Actually, there is kind of is it like apple? No, moonshine's not apple.
Moonshine's anything. I mean,
Yeah.
it could be grapefruit. It could be,
Anything you mix it with.
yeah.
Yeah, because it has that like boozy, appley, like roasted apple.
Okay.
It may do roasted apples. I don't remember where I've
I
had
feel
one.
like it's one of those orange liqueurs like Grand Marnier or what's the other one?
Cointreau.
Cointreau.
Hmm.
I'm gonna double down on the orange and say creamsicle.
Wow.
Mm.
You're getting like some sweeter notes in there?
I am.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm not getting orange, but I'm getting a lot of sweet.
Yeah.
I'm getting apple.
Well, Vern called out the apple, so
Yeah.
you're feeling apple. Andrew and I are orange guys, so we're
Whoa.
about to split the room. Chris, do you have orange or apple? You have to choose.
You have to say apple.
No, I think there's a little bit of apple.
Okay,
Thanks,
I lost
guys.
Andrew.
Oh.
I got a crisp apple on there.
Oh, you went crisp because I was like
Yeah,
fully
like a Granny
roasted.
Smith.
Yeah, I'm going Yeah, roasty. I'm going green
Crispy.
apple.
You guys are all wrong.
It's definitely like a lot more astringent than the last one. Like I can feel it like numbing my nose every time I smell it almost.
Mhm.
Like
Do you like that?
I don't know yet. I think I haven't tasted it yet. I might really
be
like
continued,
it. Yeah,
okay.
exactly,
Okay,
yeah.
I'll give you a fresh apple, but it's sprayed with salt,
DDT.
water, DDT, with like ocean water, and then roasted.
Weird.
I don't know. But there is like an ocean spray, but there's also like some smokiness to it that I get from the
It's
apple.
funny that you say ocean spray because now I'm getting like cran apple.
Whoa.
So if you
Cocktail.
take an apple down to the beach, you dip it in the water, then you roast it.
In oranges.
I'm definitely leaning apple, and actually that's because I'm pulling caramel now too. So I'm almost like a
Oh.
caramel.
there-
Really?
The
Okay.
connection.
I mean, I do
get- I
say
get it. I get it.
Yeah.
I do say apple, but also the Cointreau Grand Marnier note is pretty bang on for me. Like a boozier
Mm-hmm.
Grand Marnier, not as sweet, which I think is where the apples then take over.
Applejack.
Mm.
The liqueur of my.
Does that exist?
I think there's an Applejack. It's right next to Fireball.
That was our next idea.
Oh.
It tastes like college.
Has anybody actually tried this Scotch yet?
I'm kind of enjoying smelling
I'm
it.
Yeah.
really enjoying the smell.
Oh yeah, that's actually a note in and of itself. The fact that we've gone, how long, Dave? Is this? Well, don't say exactly because you'll probably edit it.
We've spent time talking
5
about
minutes.
5 minutes or
Yeah.
so.
5
yeah.
minutes or
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
smelling a Scotch. That's pretty. That's
pretty
That's
cool.
a strong review in and of itself. I feel like we could
Yeah.
just end here.
Yeah. So should we go around and rate it?
Yeah. We don't need to taste it. We're done. We'll just skip to the end.
But I'm not getting like an Islay kind of a
No,
peat
no.
or salt. It's
Nope.
Ooh, I'm getting like a floral now. Like Like flowers. Like
This is
fresh
really
cut
opening
flowers.
up.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Just the more it breathes, the more it
Orange blossoms.
The more
Yeah.
we
blossoms.
breathe. Yeah.
The more we breathe. into
Whatever it is, it's
Orange
like an
blossom.
orchard of it. You know, it's like you're out into the
There's a lot
open
of
and
it.
getting the essence of it. It's not like an apple in your face. It's like a whole
That's right.
orchard of apples.
Yeah.
Mm.
This is earlier in the season, I
Yeah.
think, than our previous one.
Yeah.
I would even say early summer. No, you're right. You're right. I'm going to go with late spring.
Wow.
Controversial.
So
I know.
this would be the Scotch to start your summer.
Still on the nose. We're still on the nose.
Yeah.
Has anybody had
I
it?
tasted it.
Chris,
Oh,
I tasted it.
Okay.
Tasted it. It's on the palate. It's, in my opinion, a lot different than the nose. It's a very quick heat, and it just goes away almost.
Dissipates.
Yeah, it dissipates almost instantly. It's a very, very light, very
All right,
fast
all right.
finish.
But it still matches it. It's very sweet. Very, very sweet.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It hangs around though. It's like
It's a hot sweetness, though.
Mm-hmm.
I get more
Hot sweet.
orange blossom now.
I get I
Orange peel.
Orange
get-
peel.
Oh, good,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
I get apple juice concentrate. It's like just straight apple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to almost immediately water this baby down.
Yeah, let's go for
Just
that.
Yeah.
just because I feel like there is
a
things-
lingering.
There's things in there that I want to find.
But I feel like I want to find them before I get to water.
Yeah, same. I feel like there's a lingering. If I just breathe after tasting this, I could feel apple in my mouth.
I get like a sticky sweetness.
Hmm.
It just kind of sticks to your tongue.
Hmm.
God, it's
Definitely
really good.
a lot more viscous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
A lot longer legs on the glass.
The heat is about the only thing that is off-putting to me, and only slightly so.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say it was off-putting for me personally, but I understand where you're coming from.
Yep.
Like the
It-
finish,
it's-
the finish
it's pretty
for
hot.
me is mostly the heat.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mine's like the heat, and then it goes away and just kind of sticks to you.
The heat, I mean, it definitely could be an indication of the age based
Yeah,
on the color
could be
too.
young.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with you, Evan. It's kind of up front and then just kind of lops off.
I don't know if it's a full lop. I feel like it's a tear. Like there's some strands left that I get some brininess or like a saltiness right at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it's complex, but there is something to hang on to. And
It's good with the water. You
Yeah, I
can
added
kind of
water
chew on it
too.
a little bit.
With water, does it still have that?
Ooh.
What happens to the fruit or the apple and the orange that we've been?
It's
talking about?
it's a little sweeter for me. It's a
Mhm.
little richer.
Yeah, on the
Really?
nose.
Interesting.
Yeah.
On the nose, I actually got some of your creamsicle note on the nose with some water. Like the fruits, I think, became softer.
Ooh, soft fruits.
Yeah, to go along with the creamsicle note, it kind of like it smells like an orange vanilla candy.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm definitely getting the candy on the
Yeah.
nose and the palate.
palate, yeah.
Ooh, and I got some wood suddenly with the water. Wow.
Any fruit
It
or
changed-
candy in your wood?
I feel like this is a setup.
It is. Say something.
No, yeah. With the water, I'm definitely there with the orange creamsicle. Wild.
But like a barrel aged creamsicle
No, like almost
by
like
the ocean. Yeah.
almost like a bruleed orange creamsicle.
Ooh, a
that's
brulee
good.
is nice.
Evan, nice. Couple drops of water and that initial, the first taste is like candy.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say like a saltwater taffy,
Mm.
but like
Yeah.
the sweeter kind.
I was going to say like a Jolly Rancher if they made orange peel.
I'm getting, after I added 3 drops, the first thing that hit me was like sugar. Like I feel like I licked
Yeah.
a sugar cube.
Yeah. Like my
Before I
mouth is
drink it.
watering.
Mm-hmm.
For me, like the aftertaste kind of reversed. So
Hmm.
I would taste it, initially got a little bit of the heat, then the sweetness kind of lingered. And now it's kind of the opposite. Like I get punched in the face with the sweetness,
Hmm.
and then the heat kind of stays behind after adding some water.
I like it better.
Definitely interesting.
I like it better with the water.
I do too.
Definitely.
Yeah,
For
I,
sure,
I, have-
for sure.
I think
Mhm.
this is the case for adding water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that it was terrible without it,
No.
but I feel
No.
like there's more there with the water.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it kind of just mellowed out the heat.
Yeah. So you still have all the fruit,
Mm-hmm.
all the creamsicle
The
that
candy.
Andrew could want without.
A young
I gotta
Andrew.
be honest,
Yeah.
I like this a lot more than a creamsicle.
Huh?
I don't love creamsicles.
It's a creamsicle by the
In your
seashore.
face, creamsicle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's better on the palate with the water. I mean that
It
initial that initial heat, it really calms that down.
It's hard to pin where this is made because it doesn't have like that sticky caramely of a Speyside. Because normally I would say like with this much like fruit and sweetness, it would be a Speyside. But maybe it is. Maybe that's my guess. I know we're not guessing it, so it's not my guess. I want to hear what you guys say, and then I'll follow.
Do they have like county fairs in Scotland? Because it tastes like it's from like the fair.
Cotton candy.
Yeah, exactly.
By the seashore.
I'm getting a little
deep fried
cotton
Scotch.
Yeah, this is the OC Fair.
Candied.
Scotch.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, actually,
Candy
I mean,
with
like,
ice cream.
Scotch. Yeah.
it does feel like you're walking through the county fair in Scotland by the seashore.
You got a candy apple in one
Uh-huh.
hand, cotton candy in the other hand.
And just a thing of salt.
Why do you? Can I
And a
ask? Why do you say by the seashore?
Because it ends with like a salinity.
I agree.
I get the end. I don't know. I'm probably wrong.
Okay.
No,
I
I'm just
curious.
Like,
I'm
It's
just
just
curious.
a touch of
my
it, but it's
opinion's
there.
wrong.
No, I get it for sure. It's like the
Everybody
salted
give
caramel.
Vern
Like
dirty
you don't
looks.
taste the
No.
salt, but
Too
the
late.
salt is
Yeah. Yeah.
So
or proper salted.
But
caramel.
I think there's also a spirit of being by the seashore, and at a county fair that's by the seashore, it's a brighter Scotch. Like it's not sticky and heavy, because I feel like you can have all these tasting notes that we've had and it be very kind of like heavy and wintertimey type of Scotch. And this feels optimistic. You drink this Scotch and like the flavors are brighter, probably more floral. Well, I guess we've said like orange blossom and sweeter notes, but it doesn't feel like, I don't feel like, I don't know.
I'm not getting any sherry.
No,
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So I was trying to.
It's all
be
straight
really
like
beating
Scotch
around.
flavors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were definitely tricked by the last one. So
Yeah.
We've been
I don't-
tricked by the
I
last
mean,
few, actually.
Yeah.
Justin's got a good poker face on right now. So
Yeah. I'm now smelling tea after tasting a lot of it.
Mr.
Ooh.
T.
Like a peach black tea. You had one of those?
that's a
Or
good one.
even like a white tea.
Maybe.
Have you ever had one?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
super light, but
I got to be honest. We
Really
should bring in some
floral
tea
and
because
fruity.
I'm not too up on tea flavors.
yeah.
We'll do that next.
I only know green tea's a little minty.
Yeah, anybody want to throw out any guesses?
I'm going to say lowland
Okay.
Whoa.
because why not?
You want to throw an age?
I'm
out
going to
there?
say by process of elimination, it's not Sky.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Isla.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's Highland, which leaves
you with
Speyside and Lowland.
I mean, it could be a space side.
I'm guessing.
It's just
I'm going
Just
Speyside.
the
blind
lightness, floral fruitiness of it makes me think Lowland.
Yeah.
Vern was saying, there's not a lot of like caramel stickiness to it.
Yeah.
You want to give me an age?
Well, there are very few, I feel like, that are 14, but I'm going to go with 14.
I like that. Evan, you said Speyside as well.
I said Speyside. I'm guessing a little younger, so I'm going 12.
Okay, Dave.
I'm going to say a coastal Speyside
Hmm.
Wow.
Coastal.
because I am getting that little bit of a salinity.
Hmm.
And I'm going to say even younger. I'm going to say a 8.
Ooh.
Yeah, I feel like maybe I was guessing too old, but I'll stick.
I'm gonna split the difference. I'm gonna say I'm probably way off, but I'll say Speyside 10.
Yeah. I think, oh man, it's a hard one for me. I think it's a 10-year. I think it's somewhere between I don't know. It could be an Islands. It could be a Highland. It could be a
You were having
Speyside.
such a hard time with
this.
this.
This is a really big moment
It
for
could
me.
come from
guys.
Scotland.
It could be from Scotland.
Yes. This might need to be a 2-part podcast just of me thinking through what I'm going to say. Fine. I'll go with Coastal Speyside 10-year. It's wrong. But
Surprise, it's not Scotch. Justin distilled this in his
It's-
backyard.
It actually
Yeah.
is Martinelli's.
Yeah, I think I'm off on the 14.
It's Martinelli's with vodka.
So I know what it is. So obviously I'm not going to say, but I will start the rating if you're ready.
Let's go.
I feel like this is one of the more fruit flavored scotches. Yeah, it was kind of tang in your mouth, which was a good time. We talked a lot about it before we even tried it. So I feel like I want to give it extra points for things like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, it didn't have some of the tasting notes that I usually enjoy personally, which is like things that are smokier. So I'm going to give it a 7.
Yeah, I'm inclined to rate it more highly. I think I'm thinking the same way you are. Not like what I typically would gravitate toward, but it's really intriguing. The only thing I didn't like was the heat initially, and I got over it. So I'm going to go 7.5. I enjoyed this party.
Nice. Evan?
It was very enjoyable for me. I enjoyed the flavors. Similar to what you said, Justin. Not up my alley though. So gonna rate it a little bit lower. I'm actually gonna go 6.5.
I'm in the same boat as Evan. Just kind of didn't check all the boxes that I enjoy most. It was still enjoyable. I had a good time, but yeah, 6.5.
Chris?
It's hard for me not to just like agree with like each one of you guys. I mean, like, it's like,
Hey, I'm with you.
if
If you need some eye
it's-
contact,
yeah.
I'm with you. It's okay.
Some hand holding?
Say the number.
it's hard for
I'm
me to
with
go
you.
below a 6 on like most. I mean, any below a 5 is just trash in my mind. So I mean, if I'm able to just drink it and enjoy it, 5 or 6 is kind of my baseline. This is definitely not my ball game. It's okay. I'll go 6.5 as well.
I'm kind of the opposite, so I'm glad you didn't make eye contact with me. I'm gonna say an 8.
Nice.
Because I like a challenge, and this was hard to like figure out exactly what it is and isn't, and I don't like sweet Scotch, and I actually would have a hard time. I think this is more like floral and brighter Scotch, and
It's not, it wasn't a dessert Scotch. It
No.
was a floral Scotch.
yeah, the sun can be up while you're drinking the Scotch. It's fine
Yeah.
as long as you're sitting in a meadow, surrounded.
My
by
personal belief is
Yeah.
the
Other
sun
than
can be
that,
up while drinking
not
any
drinkable.
scotch,
Yeah.
but
No, I'm going with 8. I enjoyed it. It was challenging in a fun way, and I think we had. I mean, just remember the nose. That
Guys, remember
Yeah.
Remember
that?
the
You guys
nose.
that?
Remember the nose?
Yeah.
We had such a good time.
we had a great time.
Yeah.
I respect that because this was a really interesting,
Yeah.
really cool change of pace, I guess you could say. Not that you guys are wrong to rate it the way you did, but this is a
Intriguing.
good case for thinking outside of your typical flavor profile.
Yeah.
and I agree. But my thought process was like, how do I feel about it? Would I want to drink it again? Like I thoroughly enjoyed the entire process of us drinking it, smelling it, and smelling it again, and then smelling it one more time. But just from my personal taste preference, like, would I recommend this for somebody who has a similar taste profile to me? Probably not. And that's why that's why I gave it the rating I did.
I enjoyed the smelling more than I did the drinking. The drinking was good.
Interesting.
It's not bad. It's just, the nose was extremely interesting. The palate was,
Your mouth had a good time, but your nose had a great time.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good party.
Well, back to the rating. So 2 times in a row, a 7.0 exactly. So
Wow.
another C average. We were actually going a little low, but that 8 from Vern really
Wow.
carried us up. So
Way to go, Vern, carrying the
literally
load.
Carrying the
the C
load.
average again, which isn't bad. I mean, it's interesting. It's just kind of middle of the road,
Nice.
Not the frontage road.
but
Yeah.
not the frontage road.
Different
But
Different road. Full of flowers.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You guys
What do we
ready?
got?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So what do we got?
President, the reveal.
What
Big
is
reveal.
So you guys are drinking Lismore.
my gosh, what?
So again, this is
it's
another
Speyside.
Scotch that I got from Trader Joe's. It's not Trader Joe's brand, but it's a Scotch I got from Trader Joe's. And this one, price point, $16.
Wow.
You've got to be
Wow.
kidding.
You're the bargain Scotch hunter.
Holy macaroni.
Today I am.
I'm gonna have you shop for all of my Scotch going forward.
So
Wow.
yeah, it is a space side as well.
16
Space
Oh,
Side.
or
Who said
16?
it?
$16.
1.6.
What's the age?
What the?
I actually don't believe it has an age.
It's
on
just
it.
Scotch.
It's
Finn
just
Logan
Scotch in a
didn't have.
bottle.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. For $16, you just get
40%
Sure.
ABV.
I have to say, I'm surprised at this.
Space Side.
I have had a Lismore before. It was not this bottle. It was not this color. It did not taste this good.
Light amber colored with a fruity nose. So far, we're
Mhm.
100%.
Yep.
Batting 1,000. Followed by flavors of toffee and a long-lasting sweetness on the palate.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Toffee was the only.
Toffee though.
No,
I
not
don't.
toffee.
I don't know.
No.
I didn't.
I
Yeah,
got a
I
little
didn't get the
caramel,
toffee.
but maybe that's
yeah,
what they're
maybe
talking
a
about.
slightly roasty notes, but
$16.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Excellent value.
Not to, spoiler alert for our other episodes. So we are at a grand total of $36
between two scotches.
For two bottles
two
of,
scotches.
That are
above average Scotch, I would say.
Again, same thing with the $20 bottle.
Mhm.
I mean, objectively, across all spirits, we're sitting here enjoying this, drinking this neat. This is not chilled. This is not on ice. And it's, I think, objectively enjoyable to drink.
Yeah, we gave this scotch a 7, and obviously that last scotch was a 7 too. Think of scotches that we've tried that we rated a 6 or a 5 that costs double or even triple.
Oh, yeah.
Easily triple, easy.
Quadruple,
Yeah.
yeah.
Quadruple even.
$16.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is, and just looking at the 10 and the bottle itself, it's one of the most unpretentious
Yes.
scotches that we've ever.
Most generic, like
I mean,
everything.
on the back,
Yeah.
it literally just says what I read a moment ago: light amber colored with a fruity nose, followed by flavors of toffee and
What
long-lasting
else do you
sweetness.
want?
Yeah.
That's
this is,
it.
This is scotch. You said you
I
wanted
mean,
scotch, so
The most highly rated Scotch that I can recall was 2 weeks ago, two meetings ago,
Uh-huh.
Torabeg,
Yeah.
and it's got like paragraphs of tasting notes.
Yeah.
This is one sentence.
I
I
gotta say,
think there's something to be said about that.
I mean,
Bold
just
move.
how much time we spent on the nose
yeah.
of a $16 scotch is like, that's exciting.
That alone was
And-
worth $16.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's also the cheapest scotch we've ever had.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Were you
$20.
scared
Well
buying
done,
a
Justin.
$16 scotch?
Well, I wasn't because I bought 2 scotches, so I was like, I gotta. at
One of
least
them
One
is
of these
gonna
is
be
gonna be
is
good.
gonna be good.
They were both surprisingly good.
You brought you gave us a blind $16 scotch and it worked out well, I'd say. I mean, this is a bold
Guys,
move.
I'm a cowboy.
Yeah.
A
It's
cheap
imported by a
cowboy.
company
A
from
cheap-ass
Tustin,
cowboy.
by the
Saw
way.
that, yeah.
So
Our
we
backyard.
might be able to, I don't know, work some
Yeah.
deals, talk to
With the
some people.
importers.
Let's,
I mean,
let's
this
go
is-
for Lismore as our first sponsor here, guys. If you're listening, good work for $16.
But this is a fantastic encouragement to jump into Scotch tasting.
Mm-hmm.
You don't
Oh, yeah.
need to start by buying the $79 bottle of Lagavulin, although great place to start.
Yeah,
but
but
you
let
should.
me know if you do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Give us your address and what time you'll be opening it. But $16, this is fantastic.
No, that's a
Yeah.
great point.
To say, I mean, we gave it a 7. It's worth noting, okay, objectively, it's a 7, having not known the price point. But for that, it's $16. I
I'm
mean, that's
willing.
worth-
I'm willing to bump it up to an 8.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
Me
it's
too.
just kind of the same thing for the last one. Like, if you count the price point in there, it's like,
Yeah.
look, I cheers to them. Like,
Yeah.
it's a good deal.
For
How
sure.
many? How many bottles of Lagavulin is that?
3?
No. How many
think all-
bottles of this can we get for one bottle of Lagavulin?
And Lagavulin's what, $68?
No, I think well,
No,
it depends
it's
on
more
where you
like
go.
80 right
It's
now.
80, yeah.
Oh.
So that's
I don't
like
do math, but you're
four and
It
a
doesn't
half.
come down.
Yeah.
4.5 of these for one bottle of Lagavulin. Obviously, Lagavulin very different Scotch, but still, this.
I mean, this is
there's-
not the pop off to the Stoli.
That's right. That's
this
right.
Is,
No.
Like we're sitting here enjoying this. This is not like this is not the crap moonshine
Mhm.
of our college days. Like, this is objectively a decently drinking Scotch.
Yeah.
100%.
When I'm at home drinking scotch by myself, I like to drink my favorite scotch. But as the night goes on, I'll try 2 or 3, and I'll finish my night with something lighter, usually a little bit cheaper.
Mhm.
And this is perfect for something like that. Like,
Yeah,
I've
absolutely.
drunken, I've gotten to try my Lagavulin and my better scotches, and now it's just like, hey, now I'm here for a good time, a little bit of a cheaper time,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but it's still a good time. Yeah, that's Lismore.
That's
We just did a Lismore
Boy.
commercial.
Yeah.
And there went our sponsorship.
Or there is our
I
sponsorship.
feel like it's almost like drunkenly saying, like, have a list more. Like a little
Yeah.
more. I'll just have a list more. It's like the last Scotch you have at the bar. And it's like closing. This is just a list more. And they're like, here you go.
yeah,
This is good.
This is what you asked for.
Wow.
seriously impressive for $16.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah.
You can't even buy Jim Beam for that.
Yeah.
You shouldn't even buy a Jim Beam for that.
Hey, Jim Beam's okay.
Yeah.
After we had that Glenkirk a couple episodes ago, what
Yeah.
was that? What was the price point on that? Like 20?
$20, yeah.
And this is
this is infinitely better.
infinitely
Yeah.
better
Yeah.
and
for
$4
less
cheaper.
money.
Name me a better alcohol like that you can just like sip on
Impossible.
for $16.
It
I
seems
can't.
impossible.
I don't think there's anything else.
There are drinks. You can go to a mixology bar and spend $16 for a drink.
One
Yeah.
and buy a whole bottle.
A single drink. Yes.
I'm afraid to even say like there's got to be something else going
Oh,
on
okay.
because
Here
then
comes
people are gonna be
Vern.
like, there must be.
Here
If he said
comes
it, like we're gonna
Vern.
Google it, but I don't even want to say that on
No,
this
I understand where
podcast.
it's going.
Like, just go and buy it and
And enjoy
And
it for
then
$16.
shut up. don't like tell anybody.
Yeah.
Don't look into it. Just buy like 4 bottles and just have them. Right.
You're
I'm-
out $16. What's
Yeah.
the, I mean, it, you know,
But I don't think it'll last. Right. It
No,
can't.
no.
It's $16 now, but in the future,
It's
It'll be
they'll
$1,600.
go out of business or
it's arbitrage based on Scotch that couldn't get imported in the United States. A bunch of people jumped on that bandwagon, importing Scotch in the United States for super cheap now because people had to get rid of it. And then eventually, now that those tariffs have gone away, it'll dry up quickly.
okay.
You heard it here, listeners. Go out
we
and get
should
your
pure-
bottle.
that's pretty
100%
quick,
pure
yeah.
speculation. I do not
Rate
know
our
know that for a
podcast
fact.
5
I'm guessing.
stars. Tell your friends. and go get your
economy
Lismore.
report over here.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go buy Lismore probably a couple bottles
Yeah.
tomorrow.
It's phenomenal.
That's
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
So
Justin, well done, my friend. Well
Yeah.
done.
Anything else before we wrap this up and toast?
Did
Toast
you use
this
a
puppy
coupon?
home.
Did you get it for even cheaper?
No coupons needed. And you're spending $16.
Did you bring your own bag? Because that's 10 cents.
Yeah.
If you-
All right. And our toast.
All right. You guys ready for a toast?
Drop it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If I remember correctly, this is actually a Mark Twain quote.
Mm.
Too much of anything can be a bad thing, but too much whiskey is barely enough.
cheers to that.
I knew I liked that guy.
Yeah. Who was he again?
He's a famous bowler.
I think he wrote some things.
He started KFC, right?
I think he was in Time Cop. Actually.
No, he wrote Time.
Yeah, he wrote Time Cop. That's what it was.
A writer. He's a writer. He wrote Time Cop.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
If you like what we are doing, please follow or subscribe.
Wherever you enjoy podcasts, whether it's in Ohio or France.
So you know when we have new episodes released.
And tell your friends.
Find us on Instagram or Facebook.
At Mystery Scotch Tasting.
And leave us a comment.
Always remember to enjoy your scotch responsibly.
And please tell your friends.